I'm Alice Winkler. You may have seen me in movies such as Violet, Space Babes from Outer Space, Plankface, and many more. And you are watching Mr. Tony of the Dead. Please enjoy.
Hey everybody, what's going on? Mr. Tony of the Dead here, and I have another movie review for everybody out there, and this one's going to be on Blind Beast. This is from Arrow Video USA, and it's directed by Yasuzo Masumura. Blind Beast is about this sculptor who is blind, and he wants to, make the perfect female form, and he, becomes a masseuse and everything, and he's has all the women in his head like that. He's massaged and everything, and he really likes it. He because he obviously doesn't have his sight, so touch is like the one thing that he really likes, and he found that he's obsessed with. So he's trying to find the perfect female form. He likes what he feels and everything, but nothing's perfect. And then he went to this art gallery, and he's feeling this sculpture of a woman, and she to him is the perfect female form. But what he doesn't realize is that she's watching him do this at the time, and through some kind of weird psychic connection, she claims that she could feel him touching her. Even if he was touching the sculpture, she could feel him touching her legs and that. And it kind of freaked her out. So, and again, he doesn't realize she's watching him. So then fast forward a little bit, she does a shoot with this guy that she does naked shots for, this other photographer and that, and she needs a masseuse. So she calls a company up, gets the masseuse sent to her, and who's the masseuse but him? And she's like, not sure if it's him or not. But this guy's blind, and he's talking to her and everything, and then he tells her basically that she has the perfect body and everything and all that kind of stuff. He's beautiful, she's beautiful and all that, and then he wants to model her. He wants to sculpt her, and he wants her to be his muse, and she doesn't want to. So he basically kidnaps her and takes him. He kidnaps her and takes her to his warehouse that he has. He used all of his money from when his father died and all that, and he takes her to the warehouse, and accompanying him with this kidnapping is his mother, and she'll do anything for her boy. And she wakes up in the warehouse, and she's like freaking out and doesn't want to be there, obviously. She's been kidnapped, but she kind of gives in, and unwillingly, because once I'm done I'll let you go and all that kind of stuff. So it goes from there. But the movie, it starts off, it's like, okay, what's gonna happen? Because it does say she kind of starts to fall for him. It's like, oh, okay. But I gotta say that it's really very strange. It's a very strange relationship. It turns, I don't know if I'm saying the word right, masochistic, something like that. Basically, they get really weird with their relationship, and it's very strange. There's a whole other story. I don't want to say anything, why they're like this, but it's just weird. The movie, it's like I said, it starts off okay, a kidnapper and all this and that. Interesting, I was like, oh, what's gonna happen? And then it just turns into this weird movie to me. And some people probably find it artsy, and a great movie, beautiful, whatever. Up until that point, I thought it was decent, and then maybe the last half hour or so, I was just like, this movie is stupid. This is terrible. So I'd say a little over half of the movie is probably decent, and then the last bit, I don't like at all. So all in all, I don't care for this movie. I wouldn't watch it again. Not into it. It's not my kind of movie. I could watch people get decapitated and bleed to death and all that kind of stuff all day, but this one, I don't know, it just wasn't my cup of tea. I just did not like it. I had nothing wrong with the actors. I mean, she was absolutely beautiful. He's a great actor as well. There's only 3 people in this film. And his mother, him, and the girl. Her name was, if I say this right, Aki, and then he said his name was Michio, and I don't know the mother's name, but he just called her mother and all that kind of stuff. But it just didn't do it for me. And this is actually a short story from Japan's foremost master of the macabre, Edogawa Rampo, who did Horrors of Malformed Men, The Black Lizard, and Caterpillar, which I've never seen any of them. But this just wasn't for me. I'm sorry. Again, I know a lot of people like this stuff, but it wasn't great for me. It says like it's a masterpiece of erotic horror that explores the all-encompassing and overwhelming relationship between the artist and his art and the obsessive closed world that the artist inhabits, with maestro director, I said his name, I don't want to butcher it again, conjuring up a hallucinogenic dream world in which sensual and creative urges combine with a feverish intensity. I didn't get that. I did not like it. The warehouse was kind of weird and interesting because, like I said, he can remember every inch, every little groove, everything from somebody he's massaged. So when he's in here and she first finds out she's in this warehouse and he's trying to follow her by her scent and her sound, she'll like come across this place like on the wall and it'll be like all ears, and then he'll like talk to her and she'll like run off, and then further down, and then there'll be like all legs, and then the next one's like all hands, and then eyes, and then finally and there's like other ones, and then there's like all boobs, like there's a wall of boobs, and then they're running around, and next thing you know, they're actually running under legs because he has this kaiju sized woman on the ground, complete with big boobs and everything. They don't show the vagina or anything. I'm assuming it's there, but they don't show it, and they're just running around. They like actually lay on top of it. They run on it and everything. It's the majority of the movie is taking place on top of this giant woman laying on the ground. It's bizarre, but again, too bizarre for me. Not into it. I don't recommend this movie. I'll never watch this again, and I kind of wish I didn't watch it. To be honest, like I a lot of times I'll be like, yeah, I got to see it. It's fine, and everything, but like, nope. I just wish I can get my time back. Sorry. I apologize if this is like your favorite movie, but not for me. But now let me show you what's inside here. And here on the cover here you have newly commissioned artwork by Tony Stella. Cover's not too bad. I was gonna say they kind of try to show stuff in the background, but it's not really there. It's just kind of weird shapes, but that's kind of supposed to be, I guess, his wall. But they can't show boobs on here, I guess, or bloops, And then the back just looks plain like that. But then you open it up and you have the original artwork, and you have that. I kind of dig the original one better, to be honest. And that obviously says Blind Beast, and then the spine on this one is Blind Beast. But yeah, I definitely think I like this one better, to be honest. And you open it up, and here you have the Blu-ray, and it is Region A, and you have a booklet. And like I said, you have this tiny little booklet here, and if you open up the first page, you can see what I'm talking about in the background. Or like, over here, there's arms, and then there's ears and stuff like that, all around the place. So that's what, like, the background, it just keeps on going and going. And then you have, like a table of contents and all that kind of stuff. Some stories and all that kind, about the transfer. And there's the back. Yeah, I went into this with an open mind because it sounded really neat, sounded interesting. Watching it, I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. I even told my friend, like, I started watching this movie. Not too bad so far. And that was, like I said, the beginning part, and then like the ending, I was like, I don't care for this at all. Like, just turned me off totally. Like, I didn't like the movie at all. Like, okay, maybe not the whole thing is bad, but it's not enough for me to want to watch it again. It did have good quality. The picture looked good. Sound was good. you have to read it, obviously, the captions, and they were fine. You know, no problems there. I enjoyed the whole her trying to get his mother to, you know, him to be on her side and turn the mother, him against his mother, you know, trying to, because he can't see the faces she's making or anything, so she's trying to manipulate. Like, it was interesting, but then just after a certain thing happens and there's, you know, it's just bad. I didn't like it. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. But if you could please give this video a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and follow me on any one of the social media links in the description box below. I'd really appreciate it. If you're interested in this yet, I'll put a link below where you can go and purchase it. I'll also put a link below for the trailer, but like I always say, proceed with caution. It may contain spoilers. Well, that's it, everybody. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you all later. Bye.